How's it going, everybody? I'm Josh Fairbairn, CEO of Morpho MFG, and we're going to do another episode of Breaking It Down. So one thing a lot of our clients ask us is if we can help them develop a Kickstarter video. The answer is no, right? We're not a video production company. However, in my career, I've seen thousands of Kickstarter, Indiegogo videos, and I think I know what works and what doesn't work. So today I'm going to go over the 3 types of videos that I recommend that people try to shoot, why they're good, and we're going to take a look at one example from each category. The one thing that all Kickstarter videos now have in common compared to the past is that they take preparation, they take plan, they take a team. Back in the day, I remember one of my really good buddies ran a Kickstarter campaign, raised close to $400,000, and he shot it on a camera. Right now, I guarantee if you watched it, he'd laugh. That's just not how it is anymore. So as with all 3 of these categories, or with anything, right? There's obviously outliers outside of these 3 categories, but any Kickstarter video, any Indiegogo video, any crowdfunding video, it needs to be done right. That is the biggest difference in terms of videos that I've seen in the last 5 years over the development of crowdfunding, throughout the years. All right, so without further ado, the first one is what I'm gonna call Hollywood or cinematic. And let's take a look. So these guys mouse iPhone cases.
We are Mouse. And we've designed a phone case that can do this.
This is quite scary, and it is my iPhone 7. Ready? Here goes.
And they look like this.
So we can stop there. I mean, you got the point. And this video is from a few years back, right? 2017. But what you can see they did, right? They made a protective iPhone case and raised close to $2.5 million. You can find these in the market now, similar type products in China, for probably 10% of what their retail price is, right? They didn't reinvent the wheel. But that opening scene could have been shot by Spielberg, right? It's them on a crane, with maybe a drone shot, or they're up on the crane and they're dropping it, right? There's just some special effects, right? It grabs attention. They did a good job from the beginning, right? I think too often people go into their Kickstarter videos and the first scene is them explaining who they are. Nobody cares, right? Get their attention, right? If you're gonna go with this Hollywood approach, get everyone's attention, go big, right? Spend the money on the proper gear. Do something extreme. Do something that people are gonna, be very wowed at, right? They're gonna gasp. They're gonna be like, "This is great," right? There's a reason they raised $2.5 million, and I bet you a big part of that is from that opening scene. So that's category number 1: Hollywood. Do it big. Get the special effects. Hire the team, right? Hire a professional video production agency. This one's all about production value, right? I'd imagine if they were doing this video in 2022, it would be even more shock and horror, right, for an iPhone protective case. But that's basically it. That's the point. Go big or go home. The second category is I'm going to call feedback from the community, features. Right? Features built on the community. So this is actually a customer of ours, and they worked very hard to find out exactly what their audience wanted, right? What did their demo want? They're partnered with Panda Controller, right? The controller is everything that every gamer wanted in this controller. They brought the community together. They did everything that they could to get every single feature that the community wanted. And so the video is not, it's not Hollywood. It's not shock and awe. It's to the point. It's what people want, and it shows the features of the controller.
For many serious gamers around the world, especially those who play platform fighters, today the only GameCube controllers available are ones that have new, inferior parts. So players have to hunt down and get lucky to find a GameCube controller that has all the right parts.
For example, right? I'm not trying to be a hater, but the focus is in the right part, right? Even here, like the background it's kind of just thrown together, but it doesn't matter. Right? They're not going for the Hollywood approach. They're going for, we made something that solves problems and we have the backing of a huge community.
And it feels good to them, often paying more than $200 or $300 for the best ones. Other controllers like the DualShock or the Xbox controller have been updated and revised over the years. Tragically, this one has never had a modern revision. Until today.
So they do bring in the renderings, right? They show off the features. They show off what they're doing. And it obviously paid dividends, right? They've gone a different route, but initially they had raised $2 million in their Kickstarter campaign in a matter of days. Showing off the features, right? Anyways, you get the point, right? They really nailed down the features, worked with the community that was interested in their product to make a product that people would really want, right? And they did a fantastic campaign, have a fantastic project that tons of people are after. So that's number 2, features and community. Number 3 is just straight storytelling. So I would say when Dollar Shave Club, right? I'll show up a clip in the background of the Dollar Shave Club video. That's the first one that hit me. They weren't Kickstarter, but it's similar premise, right? They launched this video, I think it's their founder, walking through their factory and doing funny stuff, right? It really revolutionized the way people shoot videos for their business. And it's still working today, right? A lot of really successful crowdfunded brands use a similar approach to Dollar Shave Club in that they're really going after that storytelling, that branding, comedy, right? It's like storytelling / comedy. They did a great job of showing off, that their brand is a personality, right? So there's 2 examples here that I'll show you. We won't watch the whole video, but just maybe 2 minutes of each. The first one is Hitch. So a bottle and a cup belong together. And they almost have some very ironic parts. I'll pause when it gets there, but it's just comedy, right? They just do such a good job of being funny in the approach that they're storytelling with.
I used to suck. S-U-C, single-use cup suck. But I just didn't want that to be me anymore. So I decided to simplify, and it all culminated with finding Hitch. Hitch is a full-size stainless steel insulated water bottle that comes with its very own beautiful barista-approved... Oh, no you don't, Jerry!
What the?
No more sucks for you! Let's go.
Like, that just had me dying, right? He's just dropping all of these paper cups on the ground. They're going to be an environmentally conscious company and throw all these cups on the floor, right? Just straight irony. So funny.
Don't judge me. They all end up here anyway. Did you know that those paper cups are virtually impossible to recycle? That's because of the plastic lining inside, which means we're throwing away over 300 billion, yeah, with a B, of those every year. So, to truly unsuck yourself, you need a reusable cup on top of your water bottle.
You can see the story that they're telling, right? Get rid of suck, get rid of single-use cups, and replace it with a cup and a bottle that you can reuse, right? And that's the whole thing, right? They're not reinventing the wheel here. Obviously, it's an innovative product, and the design is aesthetically pleasing, and it's a smooth product. But they're not reinventing the wheel, so they need to rely on the storytelling, right? The comparison with number 2 is number 2 is really an innovative, well-developed, designed, lots of critical thinking. This is more design, branding, storytelling, like a community of people coming around the story. We waste 300 billion cups a year. I think that was the fact. How do we prevent that, right? Here's the story. Here's Hitch. So they do a really good job. And down a similar vein is this one in Final Straw. Again, they raised $1.8 million, pure comedy, right? Just funny.
Just right there. In here.
Don't you know that plastic straws are bad for the environment? What is this? Ugh. If you're gonna suck, suck on this. This is Final Straw, the world's first collapsible, reusable, totally badass straw. Straws are supposed to be convenient, right? So we decided to do something about it. This is Final Straw.
Often it's very informational with funny scenes, intermittently interrupting it, right? Like this mermaid floating across
Final Straw
the
holds up to
lounge.
the size of a car key and fits in this sexy case. Final straw is small enough to fit in your purse or pocket. But if you don't have pockets, you can just... Uh-oh, where'd it go? If you can remember your keys when you leave the house, you'll remember your straw. It fits on your keychain, so there's no way you're gonna leave it in your car. And there's no need to worry about keeping it clean. Included in each
Big
straw
boys washing the car.
is a specially designed squeegee. Simply pull it through the straw to make sure
Again,
it's
just little
squeaky
things
clean.
in the
Final
background
straw is
to
BPA
make
free.
it funny.
Dishwashers. There you go, little buddy. This straw may seem small, but because of its size, it's actually very harmful to the environment. Since you've hit play on this video, we've discarded this many straws in the US alone.
Again, right, another fantastic stat backing up the story, right? I picked this because they're similar, right? They're obviously both environmentally conscious brands creating a product that solves that problem, right? So it's stats, it's the funny bits, it's the combination of all of that brought together to create a really good story, right? And you can see that in the video. The one thing that I want to warn people to be careful of, right, is, they raised 1.8, the last one was, 2 million. These brands have done very well in their campaigns. The one thing I want to warn people of is not to hit copy paste, right? So this isn't a Kickstarter, but I see this ad all the time. I'm sure you've seen it too. It's for a brand called Speechify.
Hi,
right?
I'm Cliff, founder of Speechify. What is Speechify? Well, you give us stuff you need to read, and we read it to you, instantly. Yeah, instantly. Are the voices any good? No. Our voices are great.
Like, this is textbook copy and paste from the Dollar Shave Club, right? Like, to me, this is so cringe, so weak, right? Just an exact copy of what they did. So my warning is to avoid that, right? Still, if you pick 3 for your avenue of what you want your video to be, you still need to avoid copying these things, right? You can borrow from their comedic styles. You can use that as, kind of a foundation to launch your video out of and use a similar style. But, even this guy dropping the bleeped out F-bomb, it's the exact same line from Dollar Shave Club. So really avoid that. I think some other good examples of brands that do a good job are Purple, the mattresses, great videos for the comedy. Sandwich Video is a production company that's done some very famous Kickstarter brands. But yeah, I would say out of the hundreds of campaigns we've worked with, the ones that have done over 6 figures have used either Hollywood, big cinematic productions, Spielberg level style. Obviously, they're not getting an Oscar, but down that lane. The second is really packing it with features and being more of a product focused video rather than big special effects or telling too much of a story, right? The product is the story. And if you have that type of product, I don't think you need to lean on Hollywood or the branding and storytelling as much. And then the third, as the last videos we showed, is the importance of storytelling, right? Neither of them are reinventing the wheel. None of them are getting, Edison level creativity points on their inventions. But they are innovative, they are cool, and that's backed up by the fact that they're telling great stories. So when you are getting ready to launch your own Kickstarter or Indiegogo or any other crowdfunding platform video, make sure that you really think about how to make the story your own and lean on either the Hollywood approach, the product feature and community-based approach, or the storytelling and the branding approach. If you do that, you're already at a great start to get to hitting your goal on your crowdfunding campaign and creating a real business. Wish you the best of luck. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe. Thanks. Peace.